actual fact?
Yes, they could. Make me an asset skill roll, please. So guide plus asset skill roll.
Okay. Sorry, one sec. Unless the asset skill doesn't apply.
What do you mean?
Well, my asset skills for him are academics and science. This really feels more like an occult thing.
No, because it can make so it can make an historical note, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see what I have.
That I wouldn't know and have no way of knowing he can inform me on.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's not gonna have many information because it's a kami, and kami don't really like to deal with death, but he seems to recall that in the poem The Iliad, there's a few passages that describe places where the hero goes into the underworld. So maybe by checking the Iliad, you could have some. You could find the entrance to one of the entrance to the underworld.
Sure, I'll just bring up the Iliad on my Atlantean glass and do a quick reference search on the words.
Yep. Let me see. I have. I
What, you
had it.
don't just have it in your e-library on your phone?
I don't use a phone.
No, his glasses are his phone.
I was probably forced to read it at least a couple of times in
Uh,
class in the Legion.
quickly, you have 3 known entrants that pop up. You have speed reading, right?
I believe so. Hold on, some double check. Yep.
Yes. So you have 3 places that come up. The volcanic lake Avernus near Naples in Italy. A cave near the town of Tenaris in the Peloponnese region. And the Alcolian Lake.
Alright, as these locations are made apparent to me, I'm going to bring them up on a Google Maps quick reference, then hot link everybody else's phones to these Google Maps locations in this mass text that I've been involved in from earlier.
Well, everyone, your phone pop-ups with a notification from Dragoslav where you have the location, 3 location marked, and yeah, all of them are either in Italy or Greece.
You know, this sounds like a fun little vacation spot here. I haven't been to Naples in like a year.
I've
never
never
been
been
to
to
Naples.
Naples. Say it at the same time.
Yeah, we went time, and Thomas is like, "Jinx, you owe me a Coke."
You know that the Alcolian Lake is guarded by an Hydra. Well, it's rumored to be guarded by an Hydra in the text, so don't know if there's an actual one, but it's in the text.
So I'll buy you a Coke in hell.
Nah, it'll probably just be an RC cola down there.
What, you, I mean, out of character, you don't like RC Cola? I grew up on RC Cola.
I know. Well, I'm not saying it's bad, but I'm just making a joke.
The laundromat that I grew up around had an RC Cola vending machine. Well,
So we have at least 3 entry points. It shouldn't be too difficult to just fly over to one of these. Spend some time, have some fun, get some sun, you know. As for how we're going to do things once we're inside, I think I might go and talk with one of my friends this evening and get some more information.
Ooh,
See if they have anything.
let's see.
Uh, and this would be me after lunch stepping out and going to meet with my mystery society friend.
Your mystery society friend. Let's see.
Who has access to things like mystical text, objects, etc.
So you're invoking your path. All right. I didn't prepare an NPC for him. Let's be on the nose. His name is Seth.
Oh, I random up his name too with
Ah,
Paul and Kane. Let's go with Seth Kane. Sure.
all right. So you want to get into the underworld. Well, which
Get
one?
in and maybe stay protected. Tartarus specifically.
The hell you come to me for?
Well, because at least you would happen to know maybe something.
Well,
You taught me everything else so far. It seemed like a reasonable place to start.
fuck if I know. If you wanted to get into Duat or Aru, yeah, but I don't know. Oh, maybe I have a book of going forth by day, but that's it. Let's see. What could it do?
Really,
You-
ultimately, I just don't want to get stuck down there forever.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. That's the thing with Underworlds. You basically when you're in, it's basically very hard to come out. So, I don't know. Maybe you should ask us. Maybe I can put you in contact with someone which maybe you know more than me.
That would be a good place to start, and I'd appreciate it.
Out of
Okay.
character, this would be a whole lot easier to do in the spring when Persephone's down there and Hades is actually a good mood.
Yeah, we could just wait like another 6 months, right?
No, not in the spring. She's not there in the spring. In spring, she returns to the earth.
Yeah, when winter is the
right,
season
right.
I'm
Yeah,
thinking
and
of.
you're in winter.
Okay.
So she will be in a good mood.
Yeah.
I mean, he will.
I mean,
At least he'll be more reasonable and not. There's
So fall would be the best time. Yes. Okay. Because then she's just down there.
I know a guy. Well, guy. I know of a Scion of Wherein. Name
Say that again. Of whom?
Wherein.
Let's see here. Okay.
So I could give you his address, but I don't have any personal contact with him. But maybe it could help you because I don't know shit about Tartarus or the
Uh,
Greek underworld.
Well, not the first cold call I've ever made, but if you think that he knows and might have some helpful information, it's a place to start.
Yeah, I mean, that's
The
basically all I
alternative
can
is
do
just
for you.
walking straight in there and seeing what happens.
As
So
far
I
as I know,
appreciate it.
he lives in New York. Yeah, he give you basically the information of the guy.
Mhm.
The guy, the king is named Isaac. Isaac, where did I put him? Oh, really? Well, Isaac Smith, most boring name ever, but fine. lives in New York, and I would like you to do me resolve culture, please.
Okay. Resolve culture. I have 3 resolve and 3 culture. 6 dice again. 2 successes.
So that's enough. You think you know of him. You've heard on the information that there was recently he was involved in taking down a Titan spawn. You think in the middle of Times Square, Titan spawn from Atom. You think he's in a band, but you can't remember exactly which one. But you know the name. You've heard him. You've
Okay.
heard about him.
Well, if he's in a band, and I could just probably go see a show and literally buy a backstage pass.
No, a band of Scion.
Oh, okay. I'm
A Scion band.
miscommunication of that one.
Yeah, no. No. As you recall, the dude looks like a corpse. Like, he's old beyond belief. Not really the kind of guy to go sing in a rock band or play the lead guitar.
Ooh, very okay. New
I
picture
mean,
forming in my brain.
if you find enough artistry slams, I mean, you could have a band that's a band, but
All right. So
And
I'll go ahead and inform people that I could go to New York and pick up some extra information while everyone else still works on their side of the plan. We at least have locations right now. What are you guys thinking of then, in terms of preparation?
I need to go buy some things.
I'm gonna hit the library for now and see if I can dig up anything useful.
yeah, I'm gonna start looking for looking for valuable coins to give to Karen, so we can actually pass relatively safely.
All
Okay.
right.
I'll go ahead and forward you some extra money to just buy whatever you need in terms of coins.
Thank you.
Oh,
I was about to.
phone for Akala as well.
I was literally just trying to figure out how to ask you for money.
Here's how you ask you for money. You go, hey, you got some money?
Well, I didn't want to be like the hunter from Jumanji. Just go to a shop, drop gold coins on table.
Oh, so you already have all the gold coins we need. All right, so who you want to handle first, Emmerich?
Let's see. Leave. Did you have anything to? You wanted to go to the library, right?
Yeah, I was gonna go to the library, hit up the mythology section, see what Runa and I could dig up, since
Okay.
she does have the intellect arena tag. So
She does. I don't remember what that does. That give you an enhancement or more dice? I don't clearly remember. Let's see.
well,
For-
if I'm not making a leadership role, I think they can give you an enhancement. It would be up to you how much of an enhancement. but-
yeah, birthright followers. Let's see.
Since I mean, you can use them with the leadership roles, or they can act as equipment. So
She's gonna act as a 1-dot enhancement right now because she's not very familiar with the Greco-Roman mythology. Shockingly
Okay.
enough. But you can do me intellect or cultural.
Okay.
with a difficulty of 3. That depends what kind. Do you search for specific information?
Yeah.
What
I'm
kind?
looking for semi-specific information. All right. I mean,
About
I was
what?
hoping,
Exactly.
just looking for myths that reference entering the underworld,
All right.
the Greek underworld.
Go ahead.
And I'm not even looking for like the hardcore official occult stuff.
Sure.
Just stories that would
Well,
have been around.
yeah. Just remember, occult doesn't really mean hidden. It
Yeah,
depends on
I
the
know.
information. Yeah. So you
Yeah.
go ahead. Difficulty 2, please.
Okay. So, I am going to spend a momentum here if no one else in the party minds.
Go for
You
it.
can.
Go ahead. I assume we're at like 8 right now.
No, you are 4, and
Oh,
you're
okay.
gonna be at 3 then. Did I momentum? Yep. Whoop.
Because yes, my occult isn't great.
It's alright.
And
Oh, you forgot to.
yeah, I forgot to type in the actual D10.
Yes. Well, wow, 4 successes then. Yes, well, probably the most famous myth, the most famous person who entered the underworld would be Orpheus. He went into the underworld with his lyre and basically charm his way into with his music and his voice that was otherworldly, so otherworldly that people let him in. He found his wife, the muse Echo, I think, and tried to get out of the underworld on the condition that he does not look back to see his wife before they're out. And he didn't resist, looked back, and his one's vanished, and basically got out of the underworld, but without his wife. But from what you know, he didn't use any brute force. He basically charmed his way into Hades. He spanned his own kind of Orphic mysteries religion, and most sources think he was a sign of Dionysus, maybe even an incarnation of Dionysus.
Okay. I'll kind of snap a picture of the relevant pages in the books and kind of go over these details with the rest when we meet up again.
As far as you know, Orphic religion still exists to this day, and they have some working belief about the afterlife, but there's not much on it.
Just a second.
Yeah. All right. Next. Doo-doo-doo. Thomas,
Yeah.
were you going to do something specific in preparation?
I was just getting more coins just to make sure we.
All right.
stay-
Sorry. So we're gonna go to Dragoslav then. So Dragoslav, what do you want to do?
I would like to head to a guess. Like
A what?
I said, I was thinking out loud. I was saying, I guess a gun shop.
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to buy some Kevlar armor. And I don't think you need a permit to buy Kevlar. That's just a thing.
I don't think so.
Yeah, there isn't. You can just have
There
it.
is.
Right.
Alright.
And then I need to go find a place to sell me some thermal protection.
Thermal protection. Where could you find those? I guess you could. Lance could use his because he's in the industry for clothing. He must know some guy. You could use your path again Taurus, but you would get a condition for that because you use it more than once in a session.
Yeah, of using my wealth and fame.
Yep.
Sure, I'll go ahead and do it.
All right. So without too much trouble, Dragosav, you can go ahead and use get some thermal protection in Kevlar. And I guess next you want to build something out of it.
Yeah, first I reverse engineer it so that I can improve upon it and rebuild it to my liking.
Whoops, sorry.
And as well also have the materials there to do it with. And then I'll post you whatever armor I come up with using the crafting armor rules, and you tell me how long it'll take after that. That way you don't have to focus on me while I'm figuring everything out.
All right, it's gonna basically it's gonna be an mortal kind of armor, I think. It's not gonna
Right,
be...
the thing that's confusing me, I'll just say it out loud here, is that in the armor examples, a lot of the armor examples don't follow the rules that are laid out in the armor section. The armor section is you have 3 points, do it with these things, and all the armors that are the sample armors are all like 5 pointers, and it's like, wait, that doesn't follow the rules.
Let's see. Where are the armors?
Page 126.
One in the Hero or Origin?
I don't know which book I'm looking at.
126.
I think it's an Origin.
126. You're sure?
Or 116. I hold on. Yeah, 126. I'm sorry, 125 on page numbers, 126 on PDF numbers.
Ah, right. Simple armor.
Because if you look at the sample armors like Kevlar vest, right? That's soft 1, that's 1 point. Concealable, that's 2 points, so 3. Resistant, bulletproof, that's another 2, that's 5. And then weighty, which is -1, which is 4. So already you're above your 3 limit. So I don't understand where it's coming from.
I don't see where I don't see a limit.
Like weapons, armor may have up to 3 total points of tags. It's under the armor tags paragraph, introduction paragraph. So they're breaking their own rules, unless they have some sort of middle rule I didn't see somewhere.
Resistant, bulletproof. 3.
Resistance on the bottom paragraph on the left side, 2 points. Soft, 1 point, right hand side.
Huh.
Concealable, 2 points. Weighty, -1 point, because it's a flaw.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yes, I'm saying all the examples are either under the score, like motorcycle jacket is not 3 at all. Everything below motorcycle jacket is like 4 to 5.
That is weird, yeah.
So I don't know how to take that. It's like, apparently you can never wear a Kevlar vest because it can't exist according to the rules.
Well, I think the soft or hard is 3 though.
Nope, soft is 1, hard is 1 through 3.
Huh. That doesn't make any sense.
That's what I said, I was confused.
Nah, it's well, I don't know.
Like, all the examples are 4, except for motorcycle jacket, which is like innocuous. Is to motorcycle jacket's the only one that fits the rules, because that's a 3.
Plate armor is also 3, technically.
Well, yeah, technically it has that 1 negative.
Yeah.
So 2 examples that are 4s, 2 examples that are 3s.
Yeah, it's weird, but I guess you're gonna be able to choose for 3 points of armor tag if you want to do something on mortal side, or if you want to do something on heroic side, you can choose another 4 points of.
Wait,
4 points.
another 4 points or 4 points total?
No, like if you want to do a normal armor, you can choose up to 3 points, and if you want to do a heroic armor, you can choose up to 4 points of tag.
Okay, so there's heroes out there making Kevlar and chainmail. I guess that's one way to explain it.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, they probably fucked up on their on their rule base. Wait, I have the Erafa, so maybe there's gonna be something on it. Armor. Nope. What is the page again?
125 by the text.
Origin 125. Nah, they have nothing. All right then. I don't know what to say.
All right. Well,
I'll ask
I'll
on the
just
forum.
Yeah. make a resistant. Okay, here's the thing. In my reading, my speed reading of the Iliad, is Hades a hot place like conventional hell, or is it just a place?
It's just a place. Some places are hot, some places not so much.
Okay, so it's not conventional hell then.
No,
All
it's
right.
not conventional hell. It's not always on fire, and no.
All right. What I'm
Most
gonna
of
make
the-
then, what I'm gonna try and make then, is a heroic armor that is hard to concealable.
Okay.
No flaws.
All right, so it's gonna take crafting.
Since I also have the forge purview, that makes my handiwork infallible.
Hmm. Milestone. Well, it's gonna take 2 milestones, so I guess you already it's unroll it for a scene you went, you get the material, so you're gonna roll now. What would you use? I guess athletics dexterity, maybe?
All right. I
With
mean,
your
I have
specialty?
yeah. And you said something before. Specialty doesn't apply bonus dice to rolls or something.
No, it's an enhancement. So basically, if you roll 1 success, your specialty gives you another success for free.
Okay.
Um,
And I think the specialties aren't they supposed to also give you an extra momentum above and beyond the normal constellation if you
fail,
club it?
yeah.
Yeah.
If you fail. But I don't think any of you fail the specialty right now. The difficulty will be
Yeah.
2.
So technically, due to my specialty, that would actually be 3 successes. Is that am I understanding right?
Yep.
Okay.
Basically, you managed to craft, I guess, 4 armor. Pretty easily. Like it's gonna take while all of the others will go around. You will lock yourself for a couple of days or 1 or 2 days and just
Yeah.
working on stuff on it.
Next time camera sees me, I guess, is I'm in a smoky room, like cigarette hanging out the side of my mouth, and no tools because apparently I am my own toolkit.
Yeah. You can basically do that, but Lance has a couple of tools for this kind of, well, maybe not armor, but that can be repurposed for making some armors. Next, Lance, you're going to New York.
That's right, and cold calling up Isaac. Go into the place and knock on the door.
He kind of live in one of the the place. Oh my god, I can talk. The place you were sent to is one of the skyscraper in this center of New York, in one of the more rich neighborhood of the city. Apparently, has his own floor to him, so the guy must be pretty loaded. You take the elevator, wait a bit, and there's security on the floorways, and like proper security guard, black costume, black glasses, earpiece,
Of course.
and of course, like they see you approach and they stop you, sir. Please step back, sir.
Ah, hello. I'm here to see Isaac. Is he in
Sir,
right now?
sir, I'm sorry, but Mr. Smith doesn't like to be doesn't like to be disturbed. I'm gonna ask you to back down.
I understand, but we have a mutual friend. Could you send him a message that a friend of Seth Kane is here?
Do me presence, persuasion.
Presence persuasion. So that is 4 and I'm not actually too persuasive, oddly enough.
Uh,
It's still 1.
get. Wait. No, you don't get any actions. One is enough. Fortunately. You can get 1 momentum back, and the one of the guys says, "Sir, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna kindly ask you to fuck off now. All right?" Mr. Smith doesn't like to be disturbed.
I see, and I'll shrug and walk away and consider a plan.
Bet you wish you had a giant eagle to get into that.
Yeah, I definitely want to attack the person I came here to talk to. Yeah, of course.
Oh no.
Not saying that. I'm just saying no, it's something that flies that it can easily get into a second floor.
So I thought, at least from what I understood, Seth more or less said that I could talk to him. I thought they knew each other to some degree.
No. It told you I know the Scion. I know his address, but
Okay, so maybe
he's
I
not part of his
misunderstood that
cult.
part.
Yeah, no, sorry, he's not part of his cult. Seth is a normal guy. Well, normal guy. He's not, but he's not popular enough to know. He knows of a Scion of Wizards that lives somewhere, but he doesn't know him personally.
Okay, so that was actually the wrong approach. I misunderstood
sorry.
some information then.
No, sorry, I should have be more precise.
Yeah, then it makes it a little more awkward to figure out how to talk to him because obviously I don't want to just break in and go, "Hey, can you help me?" That would be rude. So, I think I could probably do some research. I know this guy's name.
Yes.
And of course I have Heku magic, which makes it easier for me to understand things about him.
Yes.
So I could maybe try to do that and maybe some cunning and maybe culture to know what kind of activities
Sure.
does he go to, what places
basically-
does he visit.
You're basically going on the science sites, science part of the internet, where hordes of fans speculate day and night about which science does what, which
Mhm.
god is fucking who, and the coolest monster.
I hear Zeus turned into a
probably.
goose again.
Yeah, a two-headed goose this time.
No,
Yeah,
he doesn't
Titan
do the
Spawn
same
takedown
trick
of the
twice.
month.
He doesn't do the same trick twice. Come on.
Oh, hey, our
Uh,
video's
better
on
than
this
that.
forum, huh? Neat.
Yeah, your video are. Do me a culture cunning difficulty free, please.
All right,
With
so
an enhancement of 2, because you know the name of Isaac Smith. You know his Ren.
all right, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 dice, and so I have 8 enhanced, 2 enhancement, but 3
Yes.
complication. Do those just cancel out?
No, I didn't say 3 complication.
Oh, what did you say then?
2 enhancements. I want
Oh,
3
okay.
success.
Okay, so it's just here we go. Boop.
No complication. Well, you have them. So yeah, Isaac Smith is not really that popular.
Mm-hmm.
He's in a band of science that is fairly popular, but they try to keep kind of a low profile. But apparently he's a huge collector of everything Egyptian, of course. But it's basically his place is basically like a little museum in itself. He's an avid collector of everything. Apparently, Isaac is. Rumor is that Isaac was dead and brought back to life and became a Scion that way.
Ooh.
But that's just a rumor.
But not a lot of information about like places he might go that I could try to bump into him.
He's kind of he's kind of a loner, hanging out by himself. Kind of eccentric. He doesn't really go much outside unless he's traveling with his band or is dealing with Scion issues. He's loaded though, and he strikes you kind of a bored rich man.
So what I need to do is get him some sort of interesting Egyptian thing to lure him to talk to him, more or less.
Yeah.
Well, I do understand his interests and what kind of things maybe he might even be looking for right now. I could probably attempt to acquire something like that and then send him a personal offer.
You could. My name, you could also just use your divine gifts to get past those two gods because you're not just a feeble little mortal.
I mean, that's true, but like the implication that I was trying to say earlier is that if I
Yeah.
just eat my way in or sneak into his house,
True.
that's a little bit rude. And then I'm going, hey, I broke in. Can you help me?
True.
Another
I don't
angle you
think
could
that's getting off on the right foot.
another angle you could try to talk to someone else in his band who might be more accessible.
You could maybe try. I don't think there's any streetwise. Do me a cunning subterfuge without your specialty.
Okay, cunning subterfuge. I have 3.
Difficulty of 3 again.
All right, so I'm rolling 8 dice again. And there it goes.
Well, you know that there's kind of a underground market for mythic people. The sort of place where you can buy relics or parts, or where scientists try to buy parts of legendary creature to study, that sort of thing. It's kind of a gray area, and you can try to go there and find something that might be of interest, but it's gonna cost you a lot of money and probably.
And I'm just looking at my pockets right now going,
Yeah.
I have this path suspended thing after spending so much
Yeah.
money multiple times in a row.
Yep.
Well, nothing like thieving.
Yeah, you won't break into his house, but giving him a hot item is perfectly on the table.
Well, you know, I got this treasure here, his birthright, but I'm not gonna hand it over.
True, but you could try to present it as an offer to get in. Like, hey, I found this thing to the god,
Right.
and
So,
you can try to bullshit the gods.
yeah, I could probably do that. I could probably come back in a small disguise, just put on a mustache, just so that they don't recognize me a second time.
Hey, that's my thing. Only I can wear the mustache and look like someone.
Ah, you're
completely
right. I need the goatee. You're right. Then when I take it off dramatically.
I'm not going to make you roll for that because, come on.
Yeah,
You're
it can
good
happen.
enough.
I'm
Yeah,
good
you're
enough
good.
at that. So yeah, I will go ahead and say that I do in fact have a special object here for his viewing, and of course I do have the Loom of Neath.
Do me a manipulation persuasion, please.
Okay.
The
Manipulation.
difficulty will be 2 and 1 complication this time.
All right, so I have 5 dice.
You can
so
spend momentum to get more dice.
yeah, I was about to say like it's kind of hard. I probably need to spend momentum. How much do I get if I spend a momentum?
1 die for 1 point of momentum.
Okay, if I put it to 6, that's average of 2 successes. That might make it. And that'll lower us down to 2 momentum.
Yep.
Hmm. I guess I'll just do it. Let's see if it works. Ah,
So, uh, they invite you to enter, but they're gonna take your. They are gonna take your relic to show him to Mr. Smith to see if he's interested.
okay.
So they take your precious loom, and you wait for a while outside, like maybe 15 minutes before they invite you to enter. The place is huge. He has the whole floor for himself, and it's like everywhere that you look, there's like interesting fragments of scroll, statue of broken statues. You see a corpse on the wall. The place has a weird odor, a weird smell, weird chemical smell, and also a smell of something, well, ancient.
Right.
They bring you to a study where you can see Isaac Smith inspecting your loom.
A rare find, isn't it?
Yeah, indeed. Please have a seat.
I'll go ahead and sit with him.
He, let the sorry, let down the loom on his desk and looks at you and say, "So, who are you exactly to bring me such a thing?"
Uh, dang it! I gotta actually roll through my head what I need to say here. Ah, dang. Uh, I'm a man of a bunch of curious interests. My name is Lance Torres, and I'll reach out a hand to shake his.
He shakes your hand. His hand is wiry and dry, uh, almost entirely made of bone and sinew. It's not disgusting, but it's kind of unnerving.
I don't suppose that I would notice he has any fate binding to anything in particular in the room.
Not in the room, no.
Okay.
Yes, definitely some fate biting going on, but you're not sure to which other
Not tied to
ends.
the Book of the Dead that's in the centerpiece in the middle of the room.
Nope. Nope.
Ah, yes, my phylactery, you see.
Yes. Did. He gets up, walks a bit, go to the window and say, "So, how much do you want for it?"
Hmm. Uh, I've already researched into this person. How much money does he actually have?
Like, you would say all the money in the world? Maybe?
Like, I was trying to pitch an exorbitant price that he can't meet in my
He
own
has
brain.
a whole penthouse floor full of ancient Egyptian artifacts.
Right,
In
but that
a
still might put him at millionaire to low billionaire. If I were to say 10 billion, that might be outside
yeah,
of his pocket.
that might be outside of its pocket, but
Yeah, hence why I was trying to hedge a number.
you never know.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and try pitching exorbitant price. I'll go ahead and say 7.5 billion.
Huh.
Though I understand that might be a little high in some regards.
Money
See,
is
it
not a
is a
concern.
rare one of a kind find.
Mm-hmm.
I might be convinced to lend it to your collection for a time being for a lesser price.
Go ahead.
Well, you see, as I understand it, you may have visited an underworld or two at some point.
Maybe.
Would you happen to know quite a lot about Tartarus?
Tartarus never went there,
Hmm.
I'm afraid.
What a shame. I happen to know a small group of people that are interested in making an entrance and exit. And I was hoping perhaps you might have some knowledge or information about how to leave again or deal with of any problems that might occur on their journey.
Well, that depends who you're jailbreaking.
He'll like smirk a little bit. Well, I never said anything of the sort, but
No one's go to Tartarus for visits. Young man. No one's going to the underworld for just a visit.
that's true. Not exactly a scenic resort location. But the person that my friends are interested in breaking out is Hector.
Never heard of it.
Iliad, leader of Troy.
Mm. Ah. He's in. He's in Tartarus. What did he do?
Lance will sort of shrug. If only I were to know. But I believe it might be a small domestic dispute of some kind he's involved with at the moment.
I see. And you want advice?
Advice, recommendations, knowledge, some sort of edge.
And for that, you'll be willing to lend me this?
Yes, for a time.
He sighs, get back to his seat, and you loom back. You shouldn't really part way with something that was gifted to you by someone so important. I know you are in stores. I keep a close eye on all the villagers. I like to be informed. I saw your video. Well, I know you ran.
Ah, so. Well, it's a shame we didn't get to know each other on a first name basis sooner then.
So you want to break into the Greek underworld? Get out of millennia-old shade? And do what exactly with it?
That I'm not so certain. Perhaps move it to a second judgment of some kind? I'm a little fuzzy on the exact details there.
I see.
I'm assuming my friends might have a better handle on that. I'm more concerned about their general safety, honestly.
Well, I know that 80s got some guardians, but if I recall correctly, they can be parlayed with most of them. Maybe not the big dog.
Oh, can't just throw a bone at him. Shame.
But if you want to go into the underworld, you'll need to get an access, find the gate, and open it. That's the hard part. Some gates are you just walk into a cave and boom, you're in there, but most of them have a key of some sort.
My friends have pinned down at least 3 possible locations.
If I know the Greeks, I believe one who descend from them can offer a bit of his blood to get console for the shade of his ancestor. Or the dead. Or they're dead. I don't really know the specifics, but That may be a good idea to ask them, the inhabitant of the realm.
I see. I think that would probably be a good place to start. I could recommend that.
No, as for the danger, well, the danger of getting there in the first place. Most gates are guarded or hard to access. And once you're in, well, getting out will be the hard part, not getting in.
Of course, the part I'm most concerned with.
Deal with a dog and you should be fine. Or try to appease the master of a place. That's up to
Maybe
you.
I should bring a gift.
It would be a good idea to, yes, bring an offering.
Any suggestions?
No, I don't know them that much.
So I'll go ahead and make sure I get like the exact location of the specific entrance he was suggesting, the one where you offer blood to talk to your ancestors and such, right?
No, that's everywhere. Like you can basically his thing is when you're in, you can offer blood to the shade of the dead to gain some information from them.
Okay, so using that, if we did get to a gate, we could basically talk to Hector directly if we just summon him.
Maybe not Hector personally. I know other Greek works on that regard.
Well, it does at least open up some options.
But I doubt they will, if he's in Tartarus, I doubt they will let him out even for a talk.
Well, perhaps my friends might have a better idea of whom to ask. But
Yeah.
it's a start, I think. I assume he'll give me like the details on how to do the ritual if anything needs to be done at all, other than just like drop blood and then say
Just
name.
just drop some blood.
Oh, incredibly easy. Refreshingly easy.
And try not to die in Hades. It's logistic hell then to get you to do what.
Well, I definitely put that as one of my highest personal goals to not die. And definitely not to go to hell. But I
Good.
will have to avoid one of those these days. I'll go ahead and reach out and shake Isaac's hands again.
He shakes you in.
It's been a pleasure meeting you. And
It's been
I'll
interesting.
take your advice to not put this too far from me. But if I see anything else
Yes.
interesting, maybe I'll bring it by.
Yes, well, I wouldn't be against the idea. I heard there were special flowers in the Greek underworld. What are they called? I'm sure I have it some. Well, if you find something interesting, I'll be more than interested to add it to my collection. But as payment for my informations, but more importantly, try to not start a war between the Niger and the Teoi. Will you?
I'm definitely hoping not to. Here's crossing my fingers.
Good.
All right.
Good.
So I think business concluded. I'll probably go ahead,
Oh,
return to the group. Oh,
no,
unless
I do not hit anything in it. Nothing.
oh, say that again. I'm sorry.
Do not eat anything while you're in. Otherwise, you won't get out.
Oh, of course. I imagine I probably have enough occult academics to remember that.
Yes, but you know, just
You reinforce it for me. Thank you very much. All right. So I'll go ahead and return, share what I learned to the rest of the group, and go, well, if you can pick out someone to talk to, maybe we could get some more information once we get there.
Just it. So you made an armor for Thomas. Okay. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's,
like I said, I made a mistake in that I thought armor could be 2 points. It's 1 or 3, so I had to tag an extra tag on there.
It's fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, the math still comes out to 4. I'm just explaining why there's a third tag on there.
It's okay. You can forward it, Thomas. Then. So you all reconvene after a day of two. I assume back at Lance's place.
Right.
Probably.
I'll invite everyone to my home, a nice little McMansion over in Los Angeles. Look, it has like 5 turrets. So, what's our plan looking like now? Let's digest. We have a small number of entrances. We could do a small ritual to ask any spirit we want to come visit us and ask some more pertinent questions. We probably have coinage to get across the river Styx at this point. So Charon's out of the way. Cerberus is dangerous and scary, and we might have to interact with him.
Milk bones.
If there's anything else blocking our way, we'll need to find discrete information and deal with it. It would probably be good for us to bring some sort of offering to Pluto to say no hard feelings.
Well,
He's the
apparently
rich guy.
Orpheus managed to get in just by being a good singer, so
And we're family, so there's also the chance that he'll just see me and say, "Hey, what do you want?" I'm not gonna give you any birthday presents.
Unlikely. Pluto doesn't like intruders.
More
Yeah, but
likely, the question is how much he's involved in all of this if he's been moving someone around Tartarus on Juno's behalf.
true, but what he doesn't really like people. If Juno has done it despite what he said, then he might just move him over regardless.
Right, it's sort of critical information there, isn't it?
Yep. Plus, if we there might be that chance. Hey, if you do something for me, I'll move him back to someplace more reasonable.
Right. And then, of course, while we're there, do not eat anything.
So stuff ourselves before we go. Got it.
Well, I'm bringing some nutrient bars.
I'm sorry. Why would we not be eating anything?
If you eat something down there, you get trapped there.
What is this? Like the Fae? Are these like the fairy people?